What's up, you guys? I'm Jimmy, and today, in celebration of Raw's 1000th episode, me and a few other BKBN members are going to be telling our favorite Raw moments. And at the end, I will be telling mine. So, see you later.
My favorite Raw moment would have to be, this was back in 2000. Mick Foley was the commissioner of the WWE at the time. And he came out, I believe it was the Monday Night Raw before Armageddon, before the big six-man Hell in a Cell match with Triple H, Rikishi, Undertaker, Stone Cold, The Rock, and Kurt Angle. And Vince McMahon was basically against this match, and he was basically disrespecting all the competitors. Well, not all the competitors, just all the babyface competitors like The Rock, Stone Cold, and Undertaker. And claiming at the same time that he was concerned of their well-being. And he basically disrespects Mick Foley by calling him Fat-Ass Foley. And then all of a sudden Stone Cold comes out and tells McMahon, oh yeah, I appreciate the fact that you are concerned about my well-being, but I am also concerned about your well-being. And then bam, Austin hits him with the stunner. Classic Stone Cold moment right there. A classic Raw moment. Austin did a little bit of a celebration type deal, and then he leaves the ring, and when Austin hits halfway up the ramp, boom, The Rock's music comes on, and The Rock comes out, and he meets with Stone Cold halfway, down the ramp. They kind of lock eyes for a bit, and then they go their separate ways. Rock goes in the ring, and he waits for Vince McMahon to get up. He does this little crouch down deal with the hands on the knees, getting ready to hit McMahon with the rock bottom. McMahon gets up, boom, rock bottom on McMahon. Rock leaves, and just like Austin, Rock walks halfway up the ramp, boom, the Undertaker's music comes out. His Undertaker's music comes on, and the dead man works his way halfway down the ramp. He and The Rock kind of lock eyes for a moment there, just like Rock did with Austin, and then both go their separate ways. Taker hits the ring. He waits for McMahon to get back onto his feet, pulls McMahon in for the last ride. Boom, last ride on McMahon. And then Taker leaves the ring. And Mick Foley busts out with the Mr. Socko and shoves Mr. Socko right into McMahon's gullet for a bit. Well, actually, no, he didn't. He actually told McMahon, to have a nice day, his typical Foley gimmick. And then I think he takes the Mr. Socko off and he leaves it on McMahon's face or whatever, and then he leaves. So, yeah, that's going to be one of my favorite Raw moments. McMahon getting hit with the stunner, then with the rock bottom, and finally the last ride. And, yeah, and that's pretty much all I have to say about that.
My favorite Raw moment was probably when Shawn Michaels came back and whooped Randy Orton's ass. Basically. Probably because back then I was really into the whole Shawn Michaels thing, and now he was the babyface of WWE. And basically that's my favorite Raw moment. If you want a more recent favorite Raw moment, probably The Rock coming back, because I'm a huge Rock fan.
Hey guys, welcome to this Home Impressions 5 with our favorite Raw moments.
Okay, so my favorite Raw moment definitely had to be when, it was just recently, it was actually just last week, when Rey Mysterio showed up out of nowhere and beat the crud out of Alberto Del Rio.
My favorite Raw moment was when John Cena somehow lifted Big Show.
So
he lifted him up into the air. That was
Money in the Bank.
That was crazy. I don't know how that happened.
It was also kind of recently. It was before Money in the Bank. So, well, that's our favorite Raw moments.
Yep.
Hey guys, WWE blogger. I'm filling in for Sean. Telling my favorite Raw moment. It was when the New Age Outlaws they put Cactus Jack and Terry Funk inside of a kind of like a giant trash. I don't know what to call it. Like a I really don't know what to call it. And they threw him off the entrance ramp, kind of like a giant trash can.
Now it's time for my favorite Raw moment. I've only been watching the WWE for 6 years, so my moments aren't going to be that old. And I narrowed it down to two because there's so many great moments I could have gone with. So I'm just going to tell them both. One's from Over the Limit back in May. John Cena versus John Laurinaitis, or as I and CM Punk, and probably some of you like to call them, Clown Shoes. It may have not have ended the way some of us wanted, but it was funny as hell seeing all that stuff that was done to Laurinaitis, and he was embarrassed probably as much as he's been embarrassing other people. And I was actually wanting him to lose. Second, greatest match I have ever seen ever since I first started watching the WWE. It's back at WrestleMania 28. The Rock versus John Cena. I had not picked a side. I never picked a side. But it was the longest and greatest match of that night. I was looking forward to that match at WrestleMania. And everyone, because we've been looking forward to it for a year at the time. And, leave a comment or video response telling me your favorite Raw moment. And subscribe to any of the people who were in this collab. Go to BKBN.net and celebrate your nerdom in a big way. I'm Jimmy. Until next time, bye.